Assalamu alaikum, our esteemed viewers. You're most welcome to yet another episode of this our program titled The Social Science of our Noble Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. As we always have it, our discussant for this program is none but our prolific writer and a distinguished personality, Dr. Ibraheem Dooba. Doctor, welcome. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
I am Ibrahim Adenoy, your anchor. In the previous discussion of this program, the previous episode, which is episode 9, Dr. Ibraheem Dooba discussed the science of mistakes. Then he discussed that the necessity of we appreciating or accommodating mistakes and why mistakes, especially in the academic environment, should be encouraged for better productivity and improvement. In this episode, for episode 10, we'll be discussing the science of gratitude. The science of gratitude. Doctor, sir, what do you have for us in this episode, the science of gratitude?
Well, I'm going to discuss a number of things. Why teaching kids, your own kids or students, gratitude is an awesome way to give them character. 7 scientific benefits of gratitude. That is, if you are grateful, you are going to have 7 things, including more friends, more empathy and less aggression, more physical health, more psychological health and happiness. It improves your sleep. If you're having problems sleeping, you should be more grateful. It improves self-esteem and confidence, and it improves mental health. So these are the 7. We'll talk about them in detail, and also a fresh perspective on Quran chapter 14 verse 7. That's Surah Ibrahim. And having a gratitude attitude will improve your mental and physical health, how that happens. And we also talk about the leading researcher in gratitude, which is Robert Emmons. And if you want your children, if you stay to the end, I will tell you how gratitude will improve children with problems, maybe aggressive children or children acting out, how we are going to implement gratitude to elicit positive behavior from them.
MashaAllah, as Doctor has already itemized the focal points of our discussion from this chapter, let's quickly look at the first one, Doctor. Allah Ta'ala says in Quran, the surah you mentioned in Surah to Ibrahim, Quran chapter 14, verse 7. بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. Allah Ta'ala says, لئن شكرتم لأزيدنكم. لئن شكرتم لأزيدنكم. If you are grateful, if you show gratitude, لأزيدنكم, I will surely increase in sustenance. I will surely increase in anything that I've given you that you are grateful for. I will surely increase in it for you. So what is the crux? What is the relationship between, how can we validate this through science?
Like many things in the Quran, when we are given an ayah, sometimes we explain literally, or some of our scholars do some interpretations, However, which are satisfactory. However, science has come to shed more light on those interpretations now. For example, لَإِن شَكَرْتُمْ لَأَزِيدَنَّكُمْ. The Quran says, if you are grateful, I'm going to increase you. I'm going to give you more and more. Now, more and more of what? Science has settled on 7 things that Allah will give you more of. Yeah, 7 things. The science has already agreed that this is what will happen. One, it gives you more friends.
When you're grateful,
when you are grateful, people want
to like you,
yes, associate with you. it makes you act in a pro-social manner, and because of that, people want to, associate more with you. For example, you meet a friend or an acquaintance for the first time, and after you parted, you went back home and you sent a text message and say, I really enjoyed our time together. I appreciated your time with me. You understand? That person would like to meet you again. Yeah? Or someone gives you something, you say, I'm very grateful. The Yorubas of Nigeria, they have this culture where they meet you tomorrow and they will be grateful for what happened today. They will say, Ekoshana,
Exactly.
Thank you for yesterday. I really appreciated that culture when I was in Ibadan. In fact, for years they can be saying, giving you gratitude for what you did for them, and sometimes it's not something much. Yeah, so that encourages people to associate more with you. There is a study here. In 2014, a paper was published in the journal Emotion. It was found that thanking a new acquaintance makes them want to continue with the relationship. If people want to associate with you, that will open more opportunities, doors to more opportunities. Parents have long told their children to mind their P's and Q's, to mind their manners, Yeah. P's and Q's can be confused when writing. So when you are teaching children, you say mind them. So that has been taken to mind your speech or mind your manners. So when they say mind your P's and Q's, that's what it's meant.
So we are on the seven benefits of being gratitude.
7 benefits of gratitude according to science. Now, the evidence is on why it matters. A study has shown for the first time that thanking a new acquaintance for their help makes them more likely to seek an ongoing relationship with you. Saying thank you provides a valuable signal that you are someone with whom a high quality relationship could be formed. Yeah, that is one benefit of gratitude. And the next one is it increases empathy and reduces aggression. This is based on the 2012 study at the University of Kentucky. People who rate higher on the gratitude scale, because there is a gratitude scale, you can download it and rate your own gratitude.
Seriously?
Yes, yes. Or you can download it for your employees or your students, and you rate their gratitude. If they need to improve, you teach them how to.
Can I download it for somebody to help me rate my gratitude?
It usually is self-administered questionnaire.
Okay.
Yeah, you when they administer it to you, you answer yourself.
Okay.
But if you get more accurate reading if you answer sincerely. But since you want to genuinely know about your rate of gratitude,
Yes.
you answer sincerely.
Yes.
Yes, we are talking about this study from the University of Kentucky that gratitude increases empathy and reduces aggression. So if people rate higher on the gratitude scale, they are likely to behave in a pro-social way and are more likely to show kindness to people, even when others are less so. If people are unkind to you, if you are a grateful person, you rise beyond that. You don't try to seek revenge. Yeah, you are more empathetic. You say, I don't know what is the problem this person has. Maybe he has not eaten breakfast. You give excuses. Yeah, so you are more pro-social. The authors of the study wrote, 5 studies tested the hypothesis that gratitude is linked to lower levels of aggression. Although gratitude increases Mental well-being. It is unknown whether gratitude mitigates aggression. Gratitude motivates people to express sensitivity and concern for others and stimulate pro-social behavior. Aggression here defined as intentionally harming another person who is motivated to avoid harm runs counter to the motivation to increase others' welfare and should be reduced among grateful people. They also show less aggression and don't seek revenge even when presented with negative feedback. Like I said before, when they receive negative feedback, like, you are a bad person, they tend to forgive. They tend to be kinder. Yeah. Johannes Gertner agreed to speak gratitude is courteous and pleasant. To enact gratitude is generous and noble, but to live gratitude is to touch the heaven.
Wow.
Yeah. So
That's mind-blowing.
It's a beautiful quote. To speak gratitude is courteous and pleasant. To enact gratitude is generous and noble. But to live it is to touch the heaven. So that is the second benefits of gratitude according to science.
Sure.
Should we continue?
Yeah, I think we will have to go for a short break now. But before we go, I think so far we have covered 2 out of the 7 benefits of gratitude according to science that has been validated in Quran, in several places in the Holy Quran. So the first one, according to Doctor, is it makes you friends. And it makes you to become more friendly. It makes it easy for people to relate with you, easier. And the second one is it increases empathy and reduces aggression. It increases empathy and reduces aggression, as stated earlier by Doctor. So inshallah we'll stop in these 2. We'll stop at these 2. By the time we return back from the short break, we'll be looking at the remaining 5 benefits. It has been validated scientifically regarding gratitude and its benefits. Thank you for listening and giving us your audience. Till we return back, inshallah, after this short break, we said Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back, our esteemed viewers. We are still on the topic, the science of gratitude. Before we went on the short break, Dr. Ibraheem Dooba was discussing the science behind being grateful, showing gratitude, and his support. And he mentioned that there are 7 benefits scientifically proven to be the benefits of gratitude. And we took 2 out of the 7, and he explained it explicitly. Doctor, sir, what is the third one from the 7 benefits of gratitude according to science?
The third one is that it improves physical health. There is this very reputable journal in the field of psychology called Personality and Individual Differences.
Personality and individual differences.
I remember when I was in graduate school, I liked to read papers from the journal. A paper was published there in 2012 that says grateful people are healthier and report fewer aches and pains. Yes. After 15 years of research, we know that gratitude is a key to psychological well-being. Greater Good at UC Berkeley wrote, gratitude can make people happier, improve their relationships, and potentially even counteract depression and suicidal thoughts. But might the benefits of gratitude go beyond that? could gratitude be good for your physical health too? It's asked and then answered in the affirmative. So we know before the discussion about the physical health, we know that gratitude is good for our emotions, But when this study was done in 2012, we also realized that it is good for physical well-being too, like headaches, like other pains. When you are grateful, you experience fewer and fewer pains. Yes. So that is the third benefit of gratitude. The fourth one is that it improves psychological well-being and happiness. Yes, your emotions are better. You have more positive outlook towards life. I used to have a friend when we were doing the masters in psychology together. My friend was always happy, no matter what. You know why? Because whatever happens to him, he says Alhamdulillah.
MashaAllah.
Yes, he says Alhamdulillah, which, humbles me. Both of us, we didn't have much when we were doing this master's degree. And he will say, Alhamdulillah. Even when he lost his friend, his closest friend, In fact, at a point, the friend became his supporter. He was the one sending money to him. Yeah. And he died while we were still in school. But my friend just prayed for him. I said, Alhamdulillah.
Let me support you, Doctor, regarding this one always taking all situation to be good to him, and always being grateful in every situation. This hadith by Imam al-Bukhari, where Rasulullah said, "Ajaban li amri al-Muslim." How amazing is the affair of a believer? Why? Inna al-amra kullahu lahu khayr. Everything that happens to him is the best for him. In asabahu sarra, if something good happens to him, shakar, he will say Alhamdulillah, he will become grateful. And also fakana khayrun, and that is the best for him. When asabahu darra, if something bad happens to him, sabar, he will be patient. And he will still say Alhamdulillah. Fakana khayrullah. Islam says, and that is the best for him. So, and you can't find these two, you can't find these two sifa, these two quality of being able to manage situations and still remain grateful, whether it's favorable or not favorable, except in a true believer. So somebody who has this trait is a believer.
Because ingratitude is, Allah equated it to kufr.
Exactly.
Because it's a la in shakartum la zidannakum.
Wala in kafartum inna adabi la shadid. If you don't show gratitude,
yes,
exactly,
you are going to be punished. Who does Allah punish? So gratitude is very, very, very important, and this is supported. The fact that it gives you psychological well-being is supported by Amy Morin, a psychotherapist, who wrote that ranging from envy and resentment to frustration and regret, gratitude reduces all this. She quoted Robert Emmons that I mentioned earlier, a leading gratitude researcher. Actually, he's the leading, not a leading. He's the leading gratitude researcher in the world. Everybody knows him. Has conducted multiple studies on the link between gratitude and well-being. His research confirms that gratitude effectively increases happiness and reduces depression. So when you are depressed or somebody is depressed, you recommend gratitude to the person. It's likely that person will improve. Yeah, there are some rituals you can do gratitude rituals you can do to improve your psychological well-being. We'll talk about that later.
Exactly. And that one can be effected for you to, just like what you said, to help him being grateful or show gratitude by reminding him of other favors that Allah has bestowed upon him, even though you lose this one. And it's actually, oh wow, I didn't know I have been blessed like this. Why should I even be sad of what Allah has destined? Alhamdulillah. I don't want to get there. Exactly, sir.
Yeah.
And the fifth one?
And the fifth one, it improves sleep.
No.
Yeah, if you keep a gratitude journal and write in it every night the things you are grateful for that day, your sleep is going to improve. So if you are suffering from lack of sleep or
insomnia,
yes, you can't sleep, you find it difficult to sleep, just keep a gratitude journal and write in it regularly at night, and list what you are grateful for that day, and that helps your sleep. According to a study in 2011 published in Applied Psychology, Health and Well-being. Now, the sixth one is that it increases confidence, self-esteem. A study was done with athletes, and it was discovered that those who are more grateful, who rated higher on the gratitude scale, had more self-esteem. And it also reduces social comparison, because social comparison, that is what reduces your own self-esteem. That person is better than me. So you feel sorry for yourself and you look down upon yourself and you lower your confidence. You understand? But if you are grateful, I have this, I'm grateful, alhamdulillah. You understand? That reduces social comparison. Social comparison causes low self-esteem, because no matter how good you think you are, there's somebody who is better than you. Yeah. Yes. Yes. So it helps with that, because it makes you grateful for what you have instead of showing envy
towards another person. As Salam told us that La tanzuru ila man fawqakum. Do not always look at those people above you when it comes to worldly affairs. Unzuru ila man asfala minkum. Look at those people below you, so that you can become more grateful to Allah. Fahuwa ajdar. That one is more better for you. And la tazdaru ni'matallahi alaykum. So that you will not be ungrateful to the favors, countless favors of Allah upon you.
Yes. Because if you do that, really, you are going to be ungrateful. In fact, my mother used to tell me when I was younger that look at the people who do not have as much as you. Yeah, that will keep you humble, Yes. So, and the last one, the seventh benefit of gratitude according to science is that it helps your mental health. For example, there was a study done among people who have witnessed September 11. There is this PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. So that was associated with September 11. Those who rated higher on gratitude suffer less of PTSD. So that means it helps you mentally too. And another study was published in the journal Personality and Social Psychology that reported gratitude was a significant contributor to the resilience after 9/11. The one that was done of PTSD was among the Vietnam War veterans, the vets, those who came back from Vietnam and suffered PTSD. When soldiers come back, they have this horror, they experience this trauma, they relieve it. So those who rated higher on gratitude experience fewer episodes of that. Yes.
Alhamdulillah, we have successfully harnessed the benefits of the 7 gratitude benefits according to science. Before we go, let's quickly look at, Doctor, let's quickly look at this. How does gratitude, or how to cultivate gratitude in children? We have a lot of, Allah has blessed with a lot of ni'mah, and one of it is children. How do we cultivate this spirit of gratefulness, gratitude in our children?
Some parents do well by asking, when they give something to children, they say, what do you say? And the child will say, thank you. You understand?
Yeah.
But it's more important if you show it. According to behavioral psychology, children see, children do. You know, they say
Children see children.
yeah, the monkey sees monkey does, or monkey sees monkey do.
Yeah.
So if you are more grateful yourself, the children will learn from them. My son, please give me that thing. Okay. And he brings it, and you say, thank you. You understand? He hears you saying thank you on the phone. You know, he sees you saying thank you to the mother for the food.
Exactly. Which is very hard these days.
You know, so children will copy. You know, they will integrate, they will internalize that. For example, when I had only a son, and I have two children, when I had only a child, when we finish eating, we'll take the plate, I will be singing to the kitchen to thank the mother, you know, to say, thank you, mama, thank you, you know. So, in order to cultivate that. And also, how to help children have positive behavior, to inculcate positive behavior in children, is to get them to also write the things that are 3 things that went well for that day. Martin Seligman is the father of positive psychology. He mentioned it in his book Flourish. You know, he said if you want children to do more positive things, to improve their character, you should get them to say maybe at night they should write the 3 things that went well for them. Maybe they answered a question in class, or they did their homework, or they did something good. They call it a random act of kindness. That is in the field of psychology. But in Islam, we call it charity. You can give something to somebody. So if you do that, and a child says, okay, I did this, maybe I answered a question in class, and the teacher commended me. Then you ask the child, why did that happen? And the child will say, well, maybe because I paid attention. And because I paid attention, I was able to answer the question. Then the child will associate that thing he did to this positive outcome, and you do more of it.
Exactly.
Yes.
Why? Let them not do it subconsciously. Let them know why.
Yes.
Alhamdulillah.
Yes.
That's beautiful. Finally, our viewers, before we go, let's tap from the this one also. How does gratitude reform children with misbehavioral attitude, like children who has this attitude, maybe anger issues or the rest? How does gratitude help them? Let me say special case.
Yes, because we said automatically when you are grateful, some of these things, even spontaneously, the gratitude elicits them. You know. But like I mentioned about asking the children 3 things that went well that day, if you do it for 1 week, the effects will last months. You understand? The children will be focused on doing positive things. You know,
to have something to write for.
Yes, we focus
to write
on
about.
Yes, and it becomes part of them, so they don't have time to engage in unfavorable behavior. Yes.
Alhamdulillah. We're grateful for this discussion and for the lessons we've learned so far. I'm sure our audience are overwhelmed with the power and the science of gratitude. We say Jazakallah khairan, sir, Doctor, for the benevolence and the ocean of knowledge you've shared with us. Ask Allah to make it easy for us to implement it in our life and to make us or count us among His grateful servant, as He says in Quran, وَقَلِيلٌ مِنْ عِبَادِيَ الشَّكُورِ. Only few out of my servants are grateful. We ask Allah to count us among the grateful ones. That's why the Prophet ﷺ says, Allahumma inni ala dhikrika wa shukrika wa husni ibadatik. Oh Allah, make me among those who are grateful to you. So we ask Allah to make us among His servants who are grateful to Him all the time, in favorable situation, in unfavorable situation. And we ask Him to grant all of us eternal bliss and the blessings of this world also. We have come to the end of our discussion, our esteemed viewers. We're grateful to our discussant and our prolific writer and speaker, Dr. Ibraheem Dooba. We ask Allah to preserve him for us. Thank you for being there. We hope you will join us, inshallah, in our next episode. That's episode 11, where we'll be discussing about want to be instantly competent. If you want to be competent instantly without going through any stress, we hope to see you there in our next episode. Jazakallah khairan. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Ramadan Mubarak.